My kids must have watched this 100 times. And I've seen tons of videos and I finally bought in. K-Pop Demon Hunters might be the best thing Netflix ever made. It's about an all-girl K-pop band, but they're not really a K-pop band because they're disguised to hide their identity because they're truly demon hunters.
Stealing the souls of our fans?
Now there's a group of demons dressed up as an all-boy K-pop band and they're sucking the souls out of all their fans. Listen, I was completely skeptical, but I kept hearing this music coming from my living room and I would see my kids and they were overjoyed with this film. And I'm here to tell you that K-Pop Demon Hunters absolutely rips. The story, the humor, the animation, the action, like this is off the charts for an animated film. And this is definitely something that's not my cup of tea usually. But I went in completely open-minded and I absolutely loved K-Pop Demon Hunters and I want to see more.
What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. All right, everybody. So you guys will remember about a month ago, we were discussing Pixar's Elio, a movie that had a whole lot of problems and a very, very big budget of $300 million. Didn't do very well in the box office. Absolutely got clown stomped once it finally got into theaters. And here's where it's at right now. $130 million worldwide. That's it. That's all this movie is made on a $300 million budget. All right, all kinds of problems going on over there at Pixar. Disney and Pixar just don't seem to have it anymore. All right, it seems like people are checked out of Disney, and it's like, hey, if it's not a remake, a reboot, a sequel, a prequel, or a spinoff, I don't want it. I don't want it from Disney because Disney, unfortunately, with their creative stuff, their original content, is just not getting the job done. And you guys will remember, people were talking about it. We covered this on Deadline. The Elio misfire could hasten the demise of original animation. And then one of the analysts said, hey, don't blame the film execs, blame the audience. So it's the audience's fault. You guys are the ones that's signaling to Disney what should be made, what shouldn't be made. So we're going to stop making original animation and we're going to turn our attention to remakes, reboots, sequels, prequels, blah, blah, blah. Because the audience demands it. Because you guys didn't show up and watch this trash, this generic-ass Pixar movie. Because you didn't come out to the theaters and watch this 5 out of 10 generic bean-mouth Cal Arts garbage. Because you didn't do that, oh, all original movies are out. We can't make them anymore. But then what happens is, oh, we turn our attention over to this thing, all right? K-Pop Demon Hunters. And look, I'm going to be the first to say it. A lot of you guys kept trying to say, hey, DA, go watch K-Pop Demon Hunters and let us know what you think. And I was like, bruh, K-Pop Demon Hunters, really? This is what y'all think I'm interested in? K-Pop Demon Hunters? Is this something that the DA going to like? All right? I know I like anime, all right? You guys see that? I got my whole host of anime characters back here, all right? I rocks with the Eastern entertainment, man. Anime is my jam. But, I mean, come on, man. Look at this, like, synopsis and shit, right? Like, K-pop superstars Rumi, Mira, and Zoe use their secret identities as badass demon hunters to protect their fans from an ever-present supernatural threat. And then they got to face off against their biggest enemy yet, an irresistible rival boy band of demons in disguise. Y'all really think I was going to like this? All right. I was like, yo, my audience keeps asking me. I was talking to a friend of mine. I said, man, my audience keeps asking me to watch this thing. And I know this person that saw it. And I said, do you recommend it? They said, hey, just give it 20 minutes. I said, okay, you know what? I got 20 minutes today. I sat down for 20 minutes and I got all the way to the end of the movie. I got all the way to the end. Legit good movie. All right. Now, I'll probably never watch it again in my life. All right. Because it's just not my cup of tea. But legit, it's a good movie. It's a good movie. And I can see why it's taken off the way that it's taken off. Mac posted this up. Shout out to Mac. He put this information out there. Look at this. K-Pop Demon Hunters becomes the first streaming era soundtrack to debut in the top 10 of the Billboard 200 and increase in its second, third, and fourth week of release. So look, this isn't just about the movie itself. They have attached a soundtrack to this movie that is absolutely going into orbit right now. Everybody's playing it. Everybody's talking about it. Nobody can shut up about this K-Pop Demon Hunters. You can keep going. Mac posted this up. K-Pop Demon Hunter charting across charts. All right. And then if you can see this, look, this is where it's at right now. These are YouTube views, I guess. All right. This song, how it's done, 58 million views in just 3 weeks. This song, Golden, which is like the big song of the movie, it has 72 million views in 3 weeks. And this one is Soda Pop. This is by the boy band, that boy band group. 48 million views in 3 weeks. And so, yeah, people are absolutely rocking with this shit, man. This is absolutely insane. And so when you go back to these guys over here, oh, you know, don't blame the film execs, blame the audience for the demise of original animation. Well, Mr. Wall Street analyst, how do you explain all of this? All right. How do you explain this? Yeah, because the way I'm seeing it, yo, the audience is still there. They just not rocking with y'all. That's right. They're not rocking with you guys. You can blame the audience all you want to, but it seems like the audience is going in a completely different direction, okay? And it's crazy because then you start going to some of the comments, people talking about it. It says, I've heard little kids singing K-Pop Demon Hunters, me included, and not a single Disney song in a while. K-Pop Demon Hunters is an original movie and is better than Pixar and Disney's sequel slop. This guy, Peter Cook, the kids convinced us to watch K-Pop Demon Hunters on Netflix. Verdict, it is so much better than a movie with that ridiculous title has any right to be. Also, Sony Pictures and DreamWorks are currently crushing Disney and Pixar because they're tapped into their audience. All right? Because they're tapped into the audience. They know what the audience is looking for, and they're delivering it.
Not me, just over here, low-key watching K-Pop Demon Hunters. Bitch, yes? What? Why did nobody tell me that this was this good, though? Fuck.
Here's why K-Pop Demon Hunters was a smash hit with Gen Z and why they skipped Elio. The first and obvious reason is that K-Pop Demon Hunters has an amazing visual style and an incredible soundtrack. The film combines influences from anime, manga, and even Sony's own Spider-Verse franchise. This movie has some of the best choreography that I've ever seen in 3D animation, both fighting and dancing. Within the last few decades, Korean media and culture have slowly permeated into American pop culture. Netflix has been heavily investing in Korean media. They know that there are much larger markets out there than the US, and that's why they felt confident that K-Pop Demon Hunters would be a smash hit with fans of Korean media.
So I watched K-Pop Demon Hunters, and it might be the best animated film since Across the Spider-Verse. Somehow, first of all, the music is incredibly infectious, which is the point. That's what K-pop does, right? It captured that 2000s boy band, girl band era, never let it go, and just recreates it at the perfect level. However, the music and the theme of the movie is able to get across a story about perfectionism and how K-pop is, one, infectious enough to make anyone fall for it, but two, also dangerously close to creating an idealistic image of perfection that is damaging to the artists and the fans themselves, right? How did you make a movie that had these incredibly deep undertones about the story of fears, flaws, and how we try to cover things up in the eyes of perfection, but also just fire soundtrack and character design that is just entertaining as hell at the same time? I'm impressed. I will watch it for a third time.
Yeah, and when you stay on TikTok, you see that the cosplay is already in full effect. All right, this movie has already tapped in to the culture. Everybody is ready to start doing their K-Pop Demon Hunter, cosplay, getting the dance moves down, the whole 9 yards. This is how you know you have touched the audience that you are trying to attract. Disney's trying to attract this audience. They would love nothing better than for people to be doing this shit with their content, all right? They would love nothing better, but they can't do it. They can't get there. Why? Because they're out of touch. Yeah, because you guys will remember with Elio, they had to erase queer themes out of the movie. They had to erase queer themes out of a kid's movie, y'all. Disney is completely out of touch with what it is that their audiences are looking for. This is a movie meant for families. Families are supposed to be coming to watch this, right? It has an 11-year-old protagonist. That means this is a family film, something that everybody can go to. Grandma, grandpa, bro, sis, mom, dad, auntie, uncle. That's who's supposed to be coming to see this. Why do we have queer themes in this movie? Do we really think families are going to come and watch this? Remember, Bob Iger had to go down there and raise hell with Inside Out 2. Get that bullshit up out of here. With, what was it? Win or Lose, get it out. And now he had to do it with Elio. And they were crying and complaining, oh, well, now the movie is just totally about nothing. Yeah, exactly. Because all it was about was queer-themed nonsense. Meanwhile, over here, K-Pop Demon Hunters is a global sensation. Why? Oh, because, look, number one, they had catchy music, all right? Catchy music, funny character. It was a lot of fun. There's a lot of humor to it. It even had romance. All right. I'm surprised it had that. It had a little touch of romance with the lead character here in the middle. And on top of that, it had great animation. You couldn't go wrong with this. And it's tapping into something, and I've been saying it for a long time. It's all about K-pop. It's all about anime, Eastern entertainment. All of this stuff is coalescing right now and wiping the floor with Hollywood. Hollywood cannot catch up. They are already 4 or 5 years behind. They are getting blown out in the fourth quarter. It's already over, man. Gen Z is rocking with anime. They're locked in with Eastern entertainment. They have abandoned the West because the West abandoned them. They didn't give them anything new for themselves. It's always about remakes, reboots, sequels, prequels, and spinoffs. That's all the West is doing. That's all they want to do. And then when they try to do something else like Elio, let's put some queer-coded bullshit in there. And this is the results, all right? A whack box office. And so this is going to teach them all the wrong lessons. Hey, why don't we get rid of this crappy style of art and let's go with something new and original and different? They're going to learn all the wrong lessons. K-Pop Demon Hunters, they got it figured out. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Look, I'll never watch the movie again, but I have to give credit where credit is due. Salute to them. They did the job, man. And they have captured the market, man. People are absolutely going bananas all over the world. All right. A global sensation, as they say here on the BBC. It is dominating everything. It's over for Hollywood. I'm sorry. If you guys was hoping Hollywood was going to have a comeback, yo, they got to go back, shut everything down, retool, because right now the East is running rampant all over Hollywood, man. They are kicking their ass in so many different ways. It is crazy. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. Go ahead, jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. Thanks for watching. See you next time.